Alright, we should be live. Yo, what up, J. Ella? Squidward? Is there a Diablo Orbs add-on for retail? I believe there is. The genesis, or the origin of this whole beard lease add-on was retail. We actually jerry-rigged it to work for Classic, so I think it should be one. There should be one, yeah. What's up, one and only? What up, King? What up, Shawnee? What's up, guys? I'm really tired right now, boys. I'm super tired. A very long day, but I'm just trying to stay consistent here and throw the stream on for a little bit, you know? Just for a little bit. Check in with everybody. Probably gonna do just like a 2.5 hour stream or something. Yo, Dwaggle, what's good, man? Always good to see that name in the chat, man. How you been, bro? How's sound, by the way? Am I okay? You guys hearing me okay? It's going, man. It's going. I had a long day. I had a long day tomorrow. See what's coming up. Yo, Sec, what's good, man? Good day. Wishing you a blessed stream. Glad you were back. EU morning coffee and off to work vibe. Yeah, good day at work, James. Thanks for being a member, bro. Sec, good to see you. Richard Cummings. What happened to the Druid? Druid's toast. Sleeping with the fishes. In Valhalla. What up, EV? Thank you, man. Warning from the UK, just heading into work. Nice, nice. What's up, EU? I feel bad for everyone who subbed out Central for him to quit again. Yeah, man, it happens. Yo, Brad, what's up, dude? You're always around, man, I swear. Brad always in the stream, love to see it. Been enjoying the Joyce journeys, almost got the third 70 finished, no way. Yeah, I've been hearing that all the old zones, vanilla zones, are packed. You go to Stone Town Mountains, Gray said, and it's just tons of people leveling. Sounds awesome, dude. Yo, brother Nick's good to see you, my friend. I absolutely love this spot. It's so good on hardcore, honestly. I'm just gonna stay here and grind for a bit. I'm not gonna, because we're over leveled, and I want to be able to quest the West Wall a bit. But it's so fruitful, man. Look how many stacks of copper we have. We've gotten our money in such a good position. Having that clutch vendor right here as well. ADHD with the tier 1 sub, dude. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate it. These days the streams are a bit erratic, and I appreciate it, 80. Welcome, man. I /2'd the 1 to 30 zones. They were full earlier on ATH. That's what's up. Trying to help you get to 100K. Love the content while working. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we are close. We are less than 1,000 YouTube subscribers away from the 100K, and they send you a plaque and stuff. So if you are on Twitch, maybe new to the channel, haven't followed on YouTube or subbed on YouTube, would appreciate it. We get to see if that plaque myth is legit or not. I just looked at the stream. I look tired as shit, man. I am tired as shit. Alright, this is kind of bad. This is kind of really bad. We're gonna pot here and see. We're gonna have to run from this one. Oh, please don't miss, dude. Can you not miss right now? And a dodge. Come on, dude. Yeah, there's the hamstring. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. And please, no respawns. We have that little ramp out of, up to the right that we can escape out of. No respawns. No respawns. Please, no respawns. This is the little secret way out. Watching this while leveling is such a vibe. What's up, Murphy? Good to see you, brother. Got a hard-hitting question. In-N-Out or Chick-fil-A? I'm gonna say Chick-fil-A, dude. I think Chick-fil-A is a little bit marginally healthier. In-N-Out, the lines is... I do enjoy In-N-Out a lot, but the lines are just insane. And the times if you order like DoorDash or something are just insane. To the point where you kind of don't want to go there. You know what's pretty good? The Chick-fil-A breakfast is pretty good. Anybody ever have that? They got parfaits. They kind of got a few breakfast sandwiches. They have pretty decent coffee as well. The only thing that bothers me though is the places that don't mix the cream in for you. You know, they hand you the cream separately. It's always such a disappointment when that happens. Because then you're like fumbling around, you know, pouring those little thimbles of cream into your coffee and it just doesn't taste quite right and it's messy. My morning guilty pleasure has been Dunkin'. I'm an East Coast Andy, so I grew up with Dunkin' Donuts. And they're few and far between here in California, but there is one about 3 miles from my house or so. Maybe 3-4 miles, so it's a little bit of a drive. Like I drive like for 15 minutes in the morning or 10 minutes in the morning for coffee, but it's just so drinkable, dude. It's not the most artisanal coffee in the world, but I prefer it, dude. The Starbucks Pike, just the standard coffee, you know, no flat white, no latte, just the standard Pike from Starbucks is kind of trash, dude. It's very acidic. Where the Dunkin' coffee is just smooth. I don't know. It's just a very drinkable, nice, you know, regular coffee. It's way cheaper than Starbucks too. You can go to, I think we go to Starbucks, Dunkin' in the morning, get 2 large coffees. I just get mine with cream. Wife gets it with cream and sugar. It's like $5. Chick-fil-A every day of the week. Yeah. Starbucks is just not worth the price. They do have this thing at Starbucks now. It's pretty good though. It is kind of a scam in terms of value, but it's delicious. The Starbucks refreshers. I don't know if you guys have been rocking that at all. They're pretty good. They have 3 flavors. They have strawberry acai. They got dragon fruit and they got pineapple. They're actually pretty low on calories. I think even like a venti size is only like 90 calories. You can put a little coconut milk in it. And as the chunks of the fruit in it, I think it ends up being like $1.50 calories for a very refreshing, delightful drink. But it's, you know, $7 or $6 or something. It's kind of a scam, but Yo, Gargos, does your work schedule make your streams always late, or is it time zone? It's mainly it's partially time zone. I'm in California, so right now it's 10:49 as opposed to like, you know, 1 or 2 in the morning for some of the East Coast guys, or early morning for EU. So it's partially that, but it's also just the dad gamer life. You don't really get, when you have like a young infant, you don't really get long periods of time to do anything really. There's lots of little breaks in between, which is fine for other things, for working and getting stuff done, but for streaming it doesn't really work out so well because you're kind of, you know, you can't just take a break while streaming. So for me, I found so far like my best chance of getting a stream in is at night once the baby's down, wifey's asleep, dogs are good to go. Finally get some me time, you know. I'm playing with fire, pulling 2 mobs at a time in here. And then knocked. knockdowns and their run. It's just a recipe for massive catastrophe in this game. Should probably hamstring stuff. You done? Yep, let's get out of here. My note, he still says Wrath Prot Warrior. Oh, really? I'm sorry about that, man. Yeah, that was a long time ago. No action cam? Not today. Dude, this is so scary, man. Surrounded by trogs on all sides. They flee. They CC a little bit with the knockdown. 24%, 20%. Okay, we're fine. %. Just wanted to let you know if it was something on your end. Yeah, I appreciate it. Probably is. I don't know. I haven't been putting too much production value into the stream. Just hit go live. Press buttons. Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts coffee? Or Dunkin' Donuts? Yeah, I love the questions, by the way. They're actually, like, bringing me energy. Keep asking questions. Carry me, chat. With, like, questions about life or whatever. Fast food choices. I love it. It's actually pretty fun to talk about. Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme? As far as, like, on the daily, I'm gonna go Dunkin'. I'm not so sure about the Krispy Kreme coffee. They might be a little bit imbalanced. They might have the OP donuts, but their coffee game might be pretty garbage. I went to a Krispy Kreme and I got a milk for my wife. They have like the milk in the glass bottle, and it was pretty cute to see the milk in the glass bottle like the old school days. The milk was expired, dude. She took a sip of it and she's like, something's not right. Kind of quite literally put a bad taste in their mouth with their beverage game. But obviously the Krispy Kreme donuts are S tier. But then again, how often are you eating donuts? I wish you could eat donuts every day. It'd be amazing, but it's kind of like a once in a... Ooh. Nah. That was good. Anyways, might look cool, though. Let me get this copper. But Dunkin' is just so solid, dude. Dunkin'... Let me tell you something about Dunkin'. Aluthron, thank you very much for the tier 1, 11 months. Love seeing the classic walk content, brother. It's great to see you, Aluthron. Are you going to TwitchCon, Aluthron? I feel like you're in that group chat. Let me tell you something about Dunkin'. The modern day Dunkin' in 2022 is very different from the Dunkin' that you and me grew up with. What do I mean by that? First of all, it's no longer called Dunkin' Donuts. It's just called Dunkin', right? They're rebranded. Second of all, they're basically the equivalent of American dim sum now. Now, I know I probably just blew your mind. What do I mean by that? You guys know what dim sum is, right? It's a Chinese style of food where you go, there's a little cart. It's basically lots of little dishes that are cheap individually, and you just, buy a bunch of little dishes and share. Dunkin' weirdly, like, in my mind, turned into, the American dim sum. They have lots of little weird things now, and it's a very interesting menu. Kind of like it. It's a very unique, kind of cool experience that I haven't seen in other places. So you can buy 2 little bagel bites with cream cheese in it, and they have a couple different flavors, like onion, everything, or onion and chive or whatever. They have snack and bacon, which is an individual little pack of just bacon. Dude, back when I was in my fuckboy arc, and you guys too, when we were in college and stuff, and lifting and trying to chug whey isolate and fucking do all that. That would have been so clutch, dude, to just get some bacon. So there's the bacon. What else do they have? I mean, they have lots of little things. They have like these almost little breakfast quesadilla wrap things that are also very, very small. It's like finger food, and you buy 5 or 6 different things, and it ends up being like $12, right? And you get some coffee. It's pretty. I think it's pretty interesting how they position themselves. Duncan got nothing on Timmy Hortons. Spoken like a true Canadian. fun. Dunkin's pretty solid. I don't think I've been to a Tim Hortons, man. I've been to Canada before. Is it a national treasure? Old Timmy's?
Be good.
Don't talk shit on my protein bar and whey shake diet. I feel personally attacked right now. Are you still on that arc, man? You still trying to get gains and be a high performance vehicle in IRL? Drinking coffee in bed and watching Gargoyles playing hardcore feels like the good old days. Love to see it. Hell yeah, Mogul. Good to have you here, man. The go-to meal, definitely bacon, egg, and cheese wrap, glazed donut, and caramel craze. From was that a Tim Hortons thing? God, I miss the days. I miss the days, bro. When we were young bloods and you could just eat whatever. Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup. Sometimes I get 2 of them, you know, in the morning. Good times. Actually, I used to get 1 bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup, 1 sausage, egg, and cheese. Because breakfast used to be like my favorite meal of the day, so I'd go hard on breakfast. But, you know, we were playing lots of sports back then, the food would just go through you. When I was in high school, I was like, I was like a little gazelle or something. I was just extremely like lanky tennis player physique, and I could kind of eat whatever. I was really kind of skinny though. Like it wasn't great in terms of the looks department and stuff. I was probably way too skinny, but that was fun. Fun times. Eating whatever. I'm 27, so I'm not all the way out of the fuckboy arc. I mean, you're right on the edge, bro. You might have another year. I don't know. 27 you might already be out of the fuckboy arc, bro. It just hasn't hit you yet. You're still fucking around at 27. Let you do you, brother. I'm jealous of people that can eat breakfast. The thought of food always makes me a little sick in the morning for some reason. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy how it is right now. Like, I don't, hit a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't eat breakfast. I feel like it's a good amount of people. Like, if you just wake up and just get going with your day, maybe just have some coffee, like, you're usually not hungry until midday, which is kind of nice. And you kind of just did the easy mode fast, you know, at least like a 16-hour or something. Oh man, y'all missing out on breakfast. Easily the best. Yeah. I mean, the actual foods that you can get during breakfast, though, are amazing, though, yeah, obviously. Pancakes, waffles, French toast on the challah bread, or the challah bread, however you call it. The thick pieces of French toast, man. I watched a video today on how 3-star Michelin chefs make eggs. It's really interesting. Really interesting. They do a lot of little things to min-max. To min-max the eggs, to get, like, you know, obviously fresh eggs right from the garden. They don't put so much oil and butter in the pan. They put like kind of a little bit less than you would think. But they're like constantly stirring it, constantly, and they're constantly taking it on and off the heat and like barely touching it with the flame. And you guys ever heard of making a souffle egg as well? That was also in the video. It's pretty cool. They separate the yolks from the whites, then they whip up the whites, and then they take the yolks, and I think they do something to it, like add a little flour to it or something. I forgot, and then they recombine them together.
Fresh meat.
I'm eating my breakfast. What's up, Hunter? First time in the chat. Good to have you here, my friend. Yo, DJ DC with the Prime for 3 months. Thank you so much, DJ. Welcome, my man. Good to have you here. But a savory dinner is a close runner-up, not gonna lie. Yeah, you guys have heard the term satiety, right? Satiety basically is how how sated you feel. Is that a wow? Is that a wow term or whatever you eat you get from eating certain food, right? So different foods you get different levels of satiety from them. You know, like how satisfied, how full do you feel? For me, like what are your guys like highest satiety foods? Like most hearty, filling meal where you just feel like completely rejuvenated. For me, it's probably a soup. I actually really like soup. You know, I'm talking like it could be some ramen, some udon, some pho, even the Thai soup. You guys ever had the tom kha gai? The tom kha Thai soup has like it's kind of a coconut milk flavors. And curries and soups. For me, it's just up in that S tier of if I'm gonna eat like one meal a day or something, do the OMAD. Like that's ideally what I want to be eating. Balut? Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, dude, just after a long day, OMAD, one meal a day, you just bust out the old balut. Little baby chicken fetus. Chef's kiss, dude. Just delicious. Just warms the soul. Tonkatsu? Oh yeah, tonkatsu is pretty good, man. Some sort of hearty soup after a winter day or ramen. Yeah. Yeah, ramen. That was one thing I used to do back in college. I used to eat a lot of ramen. It was cheap and it was also just really delicious. The Korean ramen, the shin ramyun. But you would add a little bit of something to it to elevate it so you wouldn't feel so bad. Just like some egg or some chives. Or throw some broccoli in there. So it's a really good, affordable meal, you know. Oh, I fucked up. Did I not do mansion color correctly? I need to go back. I need to kill him again. I mean, not like the instant, like proper ramen where you get, yeah, where you get like the fresh noodles. Mac and cheese, beef stew, sinigang. Ooh, sinigang is really, really solid too, yeah. That's the Filipino soup. Kind of soup. When my wife fixes buffalo chicken wraps. Yeah, I had a buffalo chicken arc sophomore year. I was really into buffalo chicken pizza. I was going to Quinnipiac University in Connecticut. There's a bomb pizza place that would do buffalo chicken pizza. And it wasn't too... Because you can easily overdo it with the buffalo chicken. So with that buffalo sauce, where it's too tangy, you know, and you kind of flinch when you eat it. Gotta be careful with it. Are you Filipino? Yeah, I'm partially Filipino, yeah. Yeah. I'm mixed dandy. $47 copper for a bear tooth. Okay. Alright. I'll hang on to it. Let's pop this. Love this UI. What's up to you, Dad? It's good to see you, man. Yeah. It's very, it's obviously not the best for playing in some sort of sweaty way, but it's really enjoyable. I think you guys probably, some of the quality is lost in translation because of the encoding and stuff, but on my screen it's beautiful, man. The perspective you get, just the textures are super crispy, the shaders are doing their work. It's very satisfying, very fun to play like this. Is this publicly available? I have a video that I made years ago. Well, this one sells for a little more. I have a video I made years ago called How to Make WoW Look Like Diablo, and most of this UI is in that tutorial. Most of it. But yeah, if you YouTube How to Make WoW Look Like Diablo, it should pop up. then Shimmerstadt wants me to go back all the way to Bruno. Oh, never mind, never mind. It wants me to... I see. Yeah. It's been a minute. Go back out this way and enter Lockwood through the other way. So I think we're gonna go dual wield spec. Hey, Two Dads, are you still there? I remember, I think it was you, man, that sold me on Emperor Oak Strike and how versatile this can be, as well as how good it is for dual wield. It's really quite nice. So obviously you can technically like heroic strike you and do all this, and you don't necessarily need to hit heroic strike, blah 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 blah. But for you know, just on a practical level, fuck that. Just if you make heroic strike really cheap and you dual wield and you try to, you know, optimize your weapon setup, so you got a slow main hand and a fast offhand, you just spam heroic strike, and it's going to be queued quite a lot of the time. And that's really where you're going to make your money there. Whereas if you can just keep heroic strike like queued up a lot. Just copper vein. So we're gonna go Emperor Oak Strike, and we're gonna go 5 crit, some here, some here. We're gonna do basically like a hodgepodge build up to 30, then we'll probably respec for sweeping strikes. But we'll have some fun with dual wield for a bunch of levels. You plan on running some Dungeon Scark? I'd be down, dude. I wasn't expecting people to be playing Som hardcore, but check it out, boys. 17 online in the middle of the night. When I logged on a little bit before stream, there was like 25. So it's possible we can run some dungeons, yeah. Yo, another sub, Nathaniel. Thank you very much for the prime, my friend. 4 months of support. Much appreciated, my friend. Welcome to the community, man. You needed it for leveling dual wield and vanilla. Uh-oh, level 7 rogue down. I woke everyone up. F's in the chat. You know the deal. What server is this? This is Obsidian Edge on some. I didn't know you were mestizo. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, most people just think I'm Puerto Rican or something. I get Puerto Rican and I get Mexican a lot. I tan pretty dark too. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pretty dark right now. But I never really got sunburned in my life. Well, I'm sure I got sunburned, but I never had like sunburn pain, you know? You know, you have some people get like peeling skin, and it's awful, you know? I'll toast up, but it's never been uncomfortable or anything. It's so gloomy and desaturated. I thought you were making a corpse run at first. Yeah. Yeah, there is sort of a haze going on right now in Dunmurrow. I think it might be partially related to the Nax event, because it's the second day in a row that it's been thunderstorming. This is a persistent thunderstorm, so it might be something related to the big, you know, ziggurat outside of Ironforge. So let's see how it is when we get into Lockmadan. A lot of the shaders that I've enabled here should make things pop a little bit more. I have higher contrast, and I have some stuff going that should make it a bit more colorful than usual. Dude, I look so tired every time I look at the stream. I look like a fucking zombie right now. It's been a super long day. Just wanted to get the little stream time in.
Fresh meat.
Main for Wrath? I think I'm gonna play,
Here there.
Pally, believe it or not. I still got my many locks, right, that I'll level up on Benny and Fairlane and all that. I probably will do that at some point, but I'm gonna take a little bit easy on Wrath. I'm gonna level on Fresh, get some play with Grays, play with my buddy Bran, do some dungeons with the boys. And the only shot I really have, I think, of being sweaty again would be if the arena stuff really clicks and it's a lot of fun, you know? Then maybe we go hard again. Alright, Lockmadon for the first time. Love to see it, man. That peaceful night ambience, the crickets, the wind, the iconic purple lavender looking type flowers of Lockmadon. Won't see them in any other zone. That's a nice touch they did in vanilla. I've talked about this in past videos, so I don't mean to beat a dead horse here, but a lot of the zones have a unique flower to them that is not found anywhere else.
How are you?
Arathi's got those blue poppies. Swamp's got the red flowers. Lockmadon purple. What else? Made it.
Well,
I think it's nice being a gnome or a dwarf, is you can just run out of these structures. If you're a human, you can't. You look like you need to dual pumpkin spice lattes. Big facts, brother, big facts. I can't wait for PSL season. Sweater weather. I'm kind of over summer, dude. We had a few cool days here in California. Past few days, it's been nice, but today it just was a sweltering, oppressive heat, and I was outside all day. Did 3 or 4 Lowe's runs today. And I remember I checked the clock earlier. It was 5-ish p.m., right? It was over 100 degrees at 5-ish p.m. Nutty. Let's kill some peaceful ambience. Doesn't drop anything. Texas has been nuts, yeah. Do you have an updated tutorial breakdown of these settings? They're seriously dope. Not super updated. I can go through it though. I can spend, I can spend a couple minutes and go through everything we have going on. And that can maybe serve as an updated tutorial. I could probably explain all of it in 2 minutes.
Fresh meat.
We can do that. I love your vid on Lockmadon. Oh yeah, the Safari series. Okay, let's take a look at what add-ons we have. So, starting from the top, Beardley's Diablo Orbs Classic. That's what this is down here. There's really no settings to this. The default health globule is green. So I went to Lua files, change it to red. On my old tutorial, where if you type in YouTube how to make WoW look like Diablo, there's a link to Beardley's with the updated Lua file in it, so it should just be red for you, because it looked really weird with green. So that's Beardley's. Big debuffs. I like how it looks. It kind of makes the game look a little bit chunkier and a little more fun when you have these big debuffs on top of the target. I'll show you what I mean if I just charge something. Someone in the guild just got smites. Lucky bastard. So you see that? Look at that big debuff. I like the look of it. So there's that. Kill this guy, we'll keep going. It's been a real hot summer. I know, dude. It's been brutal for a lot of people. Europe is insane though. So Europe has been very hot, and the thing is, I heard this crazy statistic. Guess what % of people in the UK have air conditioning? Guess. But anyway, let me look. Combustor is the bag add-on. That's this. You can reposition, resize. It's pretty nice. We used it for years. Details. Extended character stats. Shows this stuff. You know, attack power, hit, crit, all that stuff. Gather Mate's nice. You guys know what that is. Hardcore add-on. Immersion is what does the immersive NPC quest aesthetic. Item rack. Modern target frame shows the exact health total for mobs. And as well as some other things. Move anything is what I use to resize all these elements so that they fit perfectly with all my overlays. The character portraits. You see if I hit C, the default size is much smaller than this, and it's left centered. But with move anything, I'm able to center it, so it's right in the middle of the stream for you guys, and it looks, you know, enlarged and kind of nice IMO. And you can do that with other stuff too. Quest log. So let's move anything. Neat plates is what I use for the target, like the nameplates. And that's another thing that I made a few changes on. The main thing though, I mean, I tweaked it up a bit, the profile, and it does take a little while to get it how you want. But the main thing that I changed in the files was change the font to the default WoW font for Squadrata, because the stock font for the Roth template looks really weird. Let's see what else. RXP guides, can't leave home without it. Pro Ultra graphics. That is a thing that I am experimenting with. It was on Curse. Apparently it just pushes all of your settings beyond Ultra, which I think I already know how to do, but I wanted to just mess with it, see if it did anything. Sexy map is what I use for the mini map, and I kind of styled it so that it looks hardcore like. Enterprise, weak auras, questy. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. But if you have any like specific questions about how to set up an add-on or something, let me know. What's the worst job you ever had? Worst job I ever had. Let me think. If I'm gonna keep it up, I don't know if I should keep it a $1.29 right now. But if I'm gonna keep it a $1.29, that's probably the military, man. I don't really mean that in a mean-spirited way, though. It just sucks a lot of the time, as some people might know. You know, it's kind of worth it in the end, but it's got to be that, you know. Go-go dancer. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, my Magic Mike arc. Rough job, rough gig. Oh yeah, the UK, so 5% of households in the UK have air conditioning, which is crazy because I think it doesn't usually get that hot there, so they don't feel like they need it, you know. Or I don't know what it is in the US, but I would imagine it's probably like, you know, at least half of households have it, maybe like 80%, honestly. So they're really hurting even more. Is my point. Yo, $1.68 for a bear carcass? Okay. Pretty nice. Bear meat, we might need that for that Icker quest. EU does AC units in the Windows type thing, yup. Did you die on your other character? On the druid? Yeah, I died off stream. What's up, Neotitus? Good to see you, man.
What's on your mind?
Chris Spider Meat. We might need that for the Lockmadon quest as well. Ooh, man, our bag space is looking rough with all this copper.
See you soon.
Should probably smelt it. Let's do some exhilarating smelting content. All right, well, we can do a Q&A for a minute or two here if anybody has any questions. The floor is yours. Anyone know if Joyous Journeys persists after Wrath releases? I don't think so. No. But Wrath is essentially releasing during pre-patch. Like, that's Wrath without Northrend. So. Is it worth waiting till pre-patch to level my Paladin? It depends if you're playing fresh, Surf. Are you playing fresh? If you're not playing fresh, you might as well level it now, dude. Just know you just gotta get on it. I mean, the Joyous Journeys buff is in right now. But if you're playing fresh, then you can't even level it now, so you have to wait till pre-patch. Hope you and your family are doing well. Wish you all the best, dude. Thank you so much, No Caves. Same to you, brother. Will fresh servers have Joyous Journeys during pre-patch? Yes. Will you dual level with Graze on fresh? I don't think so. I think Graze is still kind of a bit sweaty right now. And he wants to go for server first. Server first Druid, I think. I think he has more time to play than me these days. And he streams during the day. I don't think it would work out. But I want to play with him though, you know? He was kind of initially the guy who got me excited for fresh. I was dooming on fresh hard, man, when I first heard about it. So I'll be playing with Grace for sure, man. I'll be running dungeons. I'll be healing his ass. The old trusty Dusty. Are you fond of the times where your hardcore deaths felt horrible? In a way, yeah. It was truly, like, exhilarating, and it was this untapped fountain of content and of just... of passion for the game again. It was a whole new way to re-experience the game, and I do feel like we've exhausted it a bit. I mean, because we've played it so much, but back when hardcore was fresh and it was still really awesome to even get level 20 without dying, that was a pretty legendary time and feeling. It felt like we just had this blank canvas in front of us. New meta with professions, new meta with everything. People didn't know if you could do the dungeons one life. It was really, really sick. Do you feel like fresh servers will survive / have better luck than the mega servers? My prediction for fresh servers is that they will be very populated at first. And there will be lots of people that are from private servers or have never really played in any of the past classics of vanilla and TBC, just coming purely for Wrath. And they will be pretty populated. I think that they will survive, yes. But I think they will kind of, after a couple months, be very similar to the other servers, right? I think it's not going to be a faction balance type of situation. It's probably going to be very, very dominant with one faction. And there's going to be GDQBs and gold buying and all that, and it will kind of just be a very similar experience to, you know, the Bennies and the Gannisses and stuff.
Great to meet you.
But, you know, you're getting a total reset on gold and wealth and networks and all that. I think it's a pretty compelling opportunity. If you're coming back to the game or if you want to just be a little more casual, because fresh is, in a way, the more casual option. Because you don't have to prep like crazy, you don't have to stress yourself out, you just make a new guy and press buttons. Favorite character archetype? Like the kind of tune you gravitate towards. I gravitate towards... I like physical damage, I know that. I don't think I'm like a caster at heart. I like pets, because I like pets in real life. You know, I have dogs in real life, and I have 2 German Shepherds, and I like the idea. Like, one of the coolest fantasies to me just in general as a dude is to kind of like be lost in the woods with your dog, right? Or in my case, my dogs, and all you have is, like, you know, your pocket knife.
What's on your mind?
you know, a few survival tools, and you have to go make like a little A-frame shelter in the woods, and your dogs are kind of sleeping with one eye open, and you know, you maybe have a little axe or like a you know, knife on you or something. You're able to make tools and survive, and you know, that whole type of fantasy is quite cool to me. And WoW, that's
How are ya?
the closest thing to that is a hunter. So hunter has always been like the coolest out of all the classes to me.
Well met. See you soon.
Being like a survivalist, a trapper, ranged physical damage. It's all very cool. You ever watch the show Alone? Oh yeah, I watched a bunch of the first seasons. I haven't kept up with it recently, but I watched a bunch of it, yeah. Speaking of survival in the woods, have you ever watched the show? Oh yeah, I just read that, sorry. There's romanticism towards being out in wilderness and survival and all that. I feel like that when I play Minecraft. Yeah, for sure.
Great to meet you.
What's the next weapon upgrade you have planned? Probably going to be heavy spiked mace, which is at 14.
What's on your mind? Good.
But I don't think we have enough money for it at the moment. Does anybody off the top of their head happen to know how much it costs? I think it's like 70 silver, if I had to guess. Heavy spiked mace. Buy some bags.
Welcome. What can I get for you today? Safe travels.
There's no class trainers in Thelsmar, right? No. One of the coziest inns in the game, though. Of course, of course. Is that your Hearthstone? Oh, my bad. Yeah, take care, Humboldt. Have a good night, man.
Well met. Keep your feet on the ground.
Oh, that's the innkeeper. That's right.
What can I do for ya?
Little fun fact, you know where you exactly set your Hearthstone at? In terms of like where you're standing is where you'll hearth every time. So if I was over here and I set it,
How are ya? Watch your back.
I would hearth exactly to this spot. So if you want to min-max, max
Hi.
range,
See
Hearthstone
you
setting.
soon.
Hell yeah. And it stores how you were facing? Yup. You think you'd be able to kill a live animal, skin it, and cook it? Sounds so gruesome to me. Yeah, I actually have. I've done it multiple times. The first thing I ever did it with was a chicken. And it was a little bit traumatizing, I'm not gonna lie, having to... I remember doing it for the first time, and then after you went through all the motions and like gutted it and did all that, not that hungry for chicken at the end of the process, man. And I remember wasting a good amount of the chicken because it was just, you go through all the motions and it's, you lose your appetite a bit. Yo, what's up, Muerto? Got our first spider acre, very nice. Man, I should have stocked up on food. We're not too far from it. I kind of want to go back and get food. We still have the shittiest like bread tier. grind the Trog Hyperspawn until you get to the 74 silver worth it? Well, the thing is, I still have an entire level to get to 14. So I'll be doing some quests, right? And I think I'll get a good amount of money while doing that. So I actually might be like kind of close to 74 silver. Let me buy some food though. What would you say to a Psalm server with TBC pre-patch talents and Kara Hygel return to level 60? I've always imagined that would be the classic plus. Just curious. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool. That'd be a cool stab at it. Yeah. I mean, I've fantasized before about what the coolest classic plus would be to me. The coolest classic plus to me. First of all, they gotta put a goddamn Loch Ness monster in the lock. I always thought that there was one, and I always thought when you were going through Stormwind in the tram, the Ironforge, that you passed through Loch Madon, and that big thresher was in the lock. Okay, that's the first thing. They need to put a badass lock in Loch Madon. They also need to take some of these zones that they never did, like this right here. Or where is it? Sorry, in Kalimdor. This right here. This is it, right? There's a weird spot like near Ajara. Fill that zone in. Maybe do Grim Batol in between Arathi and Hillsbrad. Do a vanilla version of Karazhan. It's all set up there. Or you could do the crypts below Karazhan as its own thing. If you know that back part, you go past Karazhan and you go to that spot with the dead men that are upside down. Imagine they had an instance there, and you go in and it's a different raid, Karazhan crypts or something. I'd love to see new zones though, but in the pockets that they didn't fill out, I'd love to see new zones. I wouldn't want them to make a whole new continent or something crazy like that, you know?
How are you? See you soon.
What's on your mind?
Wasn't Ajara meant to be a BG? Yeah, Ajara Crater or something, right? Let's get some fresh bread. 20 should be enough. Let's get there.
Safe travels.
Fresh meat.
I think Classic Plus is possible. I just hope that Blizzard doesn't want to do it, or imagine they're done with WoW Classic and they wrap it up, you know, and WoW Classic is no longer a supported thing. I would hope that if that time comes, they would open it up and let the community do its thing in some shape or form, and they could chill out a little bit about, you know, being all over the private servers and stuff. Like, you know, one weird imagination of Classic Plus would be just the ability for the community to spin up their own servers and stuff. Somehow compensate Blizzard in some way, but essentially open Pandora's box in terms of creativity, and people can really...
Favorite home is in Thelsamar. Central location.
Just like in Warcraft or StarCraft, you would have like custom games, like a custom server, right? And like the good ones would succeed and thrive and have population, and then the bad ones would, no one would play on them and they'd close down. Yo, thank you very much for the $2 from Ben George. Favorite home is in Thelsamar, central location. Yeah, that inn is iconic, my friend. Thank you very much for the 2, Ben. I'm extremely tired at the moment, boys, so sorry if I'm not making sense. be careful with these boars. These boars are pretty deadly. We lost many souls during Road to Rag to these boars. Because the thing is, you can never run from them. If you start running from them, they charge. Then you die. What'd you eat today? I went to a place called, it was right next to the Lowe's. I went to Lowe's and I was coming out of Lowe's, I was hungry. I went to a place called Jim Boy's Tacos. They had a drive-thru. I never ate there before in my life. And the ingredients and the quality of the food was pretty decent. It was above average, but it was very messy. And I just pull out the burrito, man. I'm trying to like drive home, multitasking, you know, I'm trying to just have a quick meal on the way home. Eating this burrito, man, and it's just like sauce is going all over the place. I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, I'm never coming back to this place. Like, the food is pretty decent. One thing you notice though with a lot of Mexican spots though is they engineer the food around sauce. Like, they don't cook in sauce or like the appropriate amount of sauce to make it tasty in its default state. They assume you're gonna add sauce, hot sauce. So it's like things are under flavored. Because they assume that it's a given you're going to add some sort of sauce to it. Well, it was alright, man. There's some fresh herbs in the burrito. And then for dessert, I whipped up a little... I've been baking in the microwave. I know that might sound extremely cringe, but it's a thing you can do. You can bake stuff in the microwave, kind of, right? So you can whip up like really quick little cakes, right? And you just microwave it for like 3-4 minutes. And I made like a green tea matcha cake, like just in a mug, microwaved it, and then I made some whipped cream for it just by taking some heavy whipping cream and just beating it with some sugar in it. It wasn't bad. I just eat once a day. So microwave baking, yeah. I mean, I can bake regular too. It's just the time thing, you know. If you just want to make a quick little snacky pie for dessert, you just mix a little flour, egg, butter, matcha powder, a few other things, throw it in the microwave, 3-4 minutes.
Fresh meat.
Do you like cannoli? Oh yeah, man, cannoli. Yeah, I'm a New Yorker, bro. I love cannoli. Cannoli is absolutely delectable. And I haven't had one in years. I haven't had one since New York. On God. But a good cannoli is out of this world. It's such a interesting taste in terms of texture and because it's cheese, right? It's like mascarpone cheese inside of a cannoli, but it's like a cream cheese. It's got the chocolate chips in it. Then you have the actual fried dough casing of it, and it's a real treat, man. Yeah, I haven't had one in many years, but cannolis are insane. And I remember they were kind of expensive too as a kid. You know, you could get a slice of pizza for $2, garlic knots $5 for $1 when I was a kid, but a cannoli even back then was like $4 or something, or like $3.50. So it was like a treat if you got yourself a cannoli. Yo, what's up, Neophobos? Good to see you, man. Another thing in that same vein of New York exclusive content, delicious dessert baked goods, is I think actual Italian people they just call it like party cake or something. They have some generic name for it, but it's like a triple threat marzipan cake. A lot of you probably have never had marzipan in your life. It's a very niche thing, kind of. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's, you know, it's 3 different colors, 3 different layers. I think it's, what are the colors again? Oh man, I'm blanking, dude. Let me look it up. Where's the pen? There it is. Yeah, green, yellow, and pink. Marzipan. And it's in chocolate, and I only saw it in New York, but it was amazing. You'd have them at all the bodegas and the little delis and
You
stuff.
got my attention. Off with you. How are you? Watch your back.
I haven't had that since I left New York as well. I miss lard bread from Brooklyn. What's lard bread? Never heard of that. Lard bread had pepper and chunks of meat in it. Oh man. Yeah. You know, one thing that that could be pretty popular here in the U.S. is meat pies. We don't really have meat pies, right? It's the closest thing we have in the U.S. to a meat pie. I'm talking like Australia meat pies. Because I lived in Melbourne when I was a kid, so I had my fair share of meat pies while I was there. And they're absolutely banging, the Australian meat pies. I remember one of the only times I had one in the U.S. is I was in SoCal, and even if you don't live in California, you've probably seen it, right? The pink boxes, the donut shops here in California have pink boxes, and they're kind of iconic, and people love the California donuts, right? There's one of those pink box donut type shops, and I walk in, and a lot of them are owned by Vietnamese people. So there's a Vietnamese woman running it, but I see this Australian flag up in the background, and I see a small little heated plate thing that's kind of spinning around, right, like rotating, and there's a bunch of meat pies in there, and there's an Australian flag back there, and her husband is Australian, and he actually makes meat pies, and I got so excited. He had different flavors, and I ordered a couple, and they were absolutely banging. That's like the only time I've had one in the U.S. Yo, what's up, Beepo? Jamaican beef patties? That's right. Yeah, Jamaican beef patties are pretty solid, too. We had a Golden Crust at New Rock City in New Rochelle. It was kind of like a town nearby. We'd go there, go to the GameStop, or actually it wasn't a GameStop, it was an EB. It was EB Games. Is EB Games GameStop? The EB Games became GameStop, right? And we go to EB Games, buy some games, then go across the street, go to Golden Crust, get a couple beef patties, or some oxtail. There's a Filipino fusion donut shop here in Sacramento. It's amazing. Nice, man, nice. You lived in Melbourne, Australia as a kid? I live there now. Whereabouts did you live there? I lived in Carlton. I remember our AFL team, which I don't even know if the AFL is still around anymore, but it was like they had their own version of football in Australia. I followed the Carlton Kings and the Collingwood Magpies. I had like all their swag and stuff, all their drip. So I lived in Carlton. I went to Trinity Grammar School in Australia. Fly to Iron Forge. What did I miss? Let's just do this quest right here. Oxtails is elite. We have a Jamaican spot in my town. Best oxtail I ever had. Yeah, oxtails pretty good. I have a friend that went to Trinity. Oh, nice, man. Small world. Small world. Is this an alternate server or a crazy add-on changing graphics and frames? We got a newcomer, boys. Glad you're enjoying it, man. Or I'm not sure if you're enjoying it, but yeah, it's a bunch of add-ons and it's a whole bunch of things. It's not a private server or anything. South Australian reporting in. It's the Carlton Blues, mate. It wasn't the Carlton Kings, really? Is my childhood a lie? Did they rebrand Carlton Blues? I could have sworn it was Carlton Kings. I still remember all those AFL teams, though. They're seared into my mind. Brisbane Lions. What else? Fucking... Nope, I guess that's about it. I'm tired, man. .45 a.m. and can't sleep. Thank God my little one is not a morning person. She will sleep till like 11 a.m. Nice. Ooh, is this a hardcore guy in trouble? I wonder. That might be in trouble, man. Yo, I just realized something really bad. Like, really, really bad. Really, really bad. We never did our D-Stance quest. So we just don't... So we just don't have Sunder or anything at 13. Oh, no, dude. We have to do that soon, man. Maybe that's why it's telling us to go to Iron Forge and stuff and not to proceed, because we don't have D-Stance or Sunder or Taunt or anything. Your overlay is badass, man. Oh, thanks, man. What happened to the Druid? Druid is dead, my friend. I died off stream like an idiot. Is this guy good? Yeah, he's good. Rusky Husky. Name sounds familiar, man. He's hardcore. These Geomancers are the tough mobs here. They do a lot of damage. Someone took the box. Hardcore is still so nice to watch and play, even if servers are pretty barren. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, hardcore will be around, bro, after... Hardcore will outlive... It'll be niche, right? It's not going to be, like, as huge, but it's going to outlive everything. Because you can always play hardcore. You know, way after the meta dies, way after WoW Classic is wrapped up, hardcore will still be kicking for a few people. 1 armor upgrade. Pog, pog, pog. 64 to 65 armor. Okay, so we're good on boxes. Okay, we got 3. A 12. No, I'm actually gonna run. This is actually super bad right now. This is actually super fucking bad. This might be actually the fucking possible end right here. And a potion. We're good. We're good. Thankfully, like if we ate a bad days there or something, we could totally be fucking dead right now. Don't want to release yet. Okay. Fucking kobolds, man. There's 3 of them. They all just blend in with each other. I thought it was only 1 mob. There's actually 3. Still need tunnel rat ears. Yeah, this is kind of bait. I don't think I can take 3, honestly. Oh shit, is that on me? Got 2 on me. I think I can take 2. Hey Carver, nice to see you streaming, and I haven't been super active on YouTube or Twitch, so I'm not sure if you've been active lately. Just nice to see the hardcore series again. What's up, Matt B? Thanks for the kind words, man. Yeah, I've been gone for a bit too, man. I'm kind of just getting back to it as well. Still in combat. Mate, any opinion on the Turtle WoW Hardcore Challenge? I think that server looks super fun to play, and I can sense the passion. It doesn't seem like a money grab. I can sense the people actually like vanilla, and they're really trying to make new things in the spirit of vanilla. Actually seems like an extremely fun server. They actually call the people who complete the challenge immortals and stuff too on their site. I don't know if they shout out the hardcore community, like the one that we all built. I hope they do though, because they actually did take a lot of the vernacular and terms and stuff and put it into their server and stuff. But yeah, it looks really good, man. They even did like custom content for the hardcore stuff. You get a mount if you complete the challenge. It's pretty cool. We're a bit low. 32%, 29%. Got a high health kobold here. We got a potion though if we need 19%. 12% I have the potion. Why is this like... Why is this so fucking dangerous right now, man? Thankfully he was running. It's gotta be this poison. This poison's gotta be bad news. Oh man. That could have been it right there. How's your kid walking yet? Kinda, yeah. She's walking with she's assisted walking with like with the toys, you know, like the walker. The top corners of locker cozy as fuck. Yeah, you hear that? Damn. That waterfall is such a loud rumble. Yeah, it's one of the biggest. Heavy spike mace. It's here. 73 silver. We don't have 73 silver though. How far off are we, man? With 31 silver. Oh man, that seems
Off with you.
pretty far away.
You got my attention.
You have a video going over the add-ons? I do, yeah. Type in how to make WoW look like Diablo. It'll pop up. I heard your dog and thought it was mine out back. What up, Wink? How's the homeowner life? You know what they're probably barking at? They're probably barking at deer. I get deer all the time. Munching on my hedges and stuff, man. Built a new couch today. Got the living room looking good. Nice, man. What's up, Vlad? Is this Wrath? No, this is good old-fashioned vanilla. Good old-fashioned classic. with the kind of like almost objectively worse specs, worse mechanics in many ways. It's a worse game on paper in a lot of ways. You know, these talent trees are feeling kind of incomplete, right? But the vibe is S tier, man. The vibe is S tier. We're actually getting some nice grays. Getting some grays for days. We can just grind here for a bit until we have enough for heavy spike mace, honestly. It's one kobold. Okay, that's fine. Cargos, love your stream. Just a quick question: if you wouldn't mind telling us about your skincare routine, yo, you still the same joke, man. Since 2019. What's up, Swifty? Good to see you, bro. Yo, Swifty, are you going to TwitchCon, man? You still live in SoCal? A lot of us classic WoW enjoyers are heading to TwitchCon this year. Tactics is actually. Tactics gonna come to my house a couple days earlier. We're gonna kick it, maybe stream. And then we're gonna drive down to TwitchCon. It's gonna be so fun, dude. I'm gonna get an answer one day on my skincare routine. Yeah, man, I use this stuff called water. It's quite good. If I wasn't so sleepy, I would have hit you with that American Psycho answer. Tactics coming A up and A up. Yo, American Psycho is one of the best movies of all time. It's so funny, dude. Every scene is just fucking hilarious. I love that movie. It's like infinite replayability. It's up there with like Office Space and a bunch of other random movies for me. It blows my mind that Christian Bale has, what is it, a Scottish accent, a Welsh accent? He has some kind of like, or an Irish accent. He has some exotic accent. I just can't believe the American accent was artificial. Blows my mind. I agree, but probably wasn't meant to be funny. I think it was, right? I think American Psycho was meant to be funny, like to be comical in some ways. I think it was meant to be comical. There's obviously some dark elements to it too, but that's just my guess. Christian Bale is a crazy good actor. Can you even tell he's not American? I know, dude. It's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. The American accent, it freaks me out when people do American accent impersonations, because to me, it doesn't even seem like an accent, you know? It doesn't seem like an accent that people would want to emulate, and it's so strange to me when I hear it. You know, one thing that kind of bothers me a little bit, though, is when people who have either British accents or just other accents, right? They sing with an American accent. Oh shit, we have 2 mobs on us. Oh shit, this actually is super bad. We actually have to run here. I'll tell you what, I played enough hardcore to know this is probably the end, dude. Actually, I think we're fine. That guy might be fucked, though. Are we running the right way? Dude, we might be running the wrong way. We're running the wrong way. Okay, we have to potion early. This is real bad, dude. Real bad. Real bad. With anything? This dude's kind of fucked too. I'm gonna throw you a hamstring, brother. Yeah, we're totally dead here. 100% dead. 100% dead. Unless we get a fucking New York miracle right now. There has to be no mobs out here. Okay. Is that dude dead, though? Is that dude dead? Oh, dude, he's kind of low, dude. You good, man? Hold on. Wish I had... Oh, he had bubble. He still has bubble. He's good. Oh, man. You can't sleep on that cave, bro. You cannot sleep on that cave. That cave is so fucking dangerous. I remember Death Camp dying there. That cave is so dangerous, man. I swear. You can't even take 2 mobs in there. I'm good now, though. Most dangerous spot in hardcore. It's up there, dude. It's up there. Has he ever done a hardcore attempt on PvP? No. Stressed me out, man. Yeah, that was a little. That was looking like the end there. I'm not sure if we would have lived out the pally. To be honest, the pally might have saved us. Oh my god, this is such a sick upgrade. 17 silver for 100 armor. But I need to save for the heavy spike, so I can't buy it. But that's massive, dude. It's probably a couple percentage damage reduction.
Off with you.
Trying that with a warrior with nothing but a pot. Thing is, I don't even have any more minor health potions to my name.
Interest you on a pint?
Oh, dude, speaking of upgrades, look at that. 144 and 4 stamina. Oh,
Okay, good.
beautiful, dude. Hardcore makes you just, like, appreciate the simple things, man. That's a user right there. 40 more health, 44 more armor. Do you know any secret vendors that sell crazy upgrades? Oh yeah, I think I know all of them. Most of the hardcore folks memorize them now. That one we were just at that sells the heavy spike cases, you know, pretty good. I just rewatched Goodfellas. Oh my god, that shit is so good. Yeah, man. Goodfellas is another one, bro. It's another one for me that's up there. Well, you guys have any nominations for movies that are up there in that you can just watch like infinite times and it's still just equally good and you just like love it so much and it's just the replayability is just perma? For me, Goodfellas is up there for sure. Office Space is up there for sure. I love Office Space, dude. Amazing. American Psycho is up there for sure. Another one is The Departed. Love The Departed. Lord of the Rings, obviously. What else? Monty Python. Not for me, but I could see it. Yeah, they definitely have a, you know, it has a very, very strong, loyal following. Shawshank. Shawshank's pretty good, but I don't know if it's a movie with a lot of replayability for me because it's long. You know, it's like a real. It's a real long movie, which is very wholesome and very satisfying at the end, but... Gladiator? Yeah, Gladiator is pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie, I watched this YouTube video where they were talking about how historically inaccurate Gladiator was, and they were just picking it apart. And ever since I watched that, it kind of like ruined Gladiator for me, though. Like, they gave zero fucks about authenticity. Fight Club? Fight Club's pretty decent. It's possible maybe one of the Ocean's movies is up there for me. Like the first Ocean's 11 was pretty solid. I don't know if I'm gonna put it up in that tier though. That's a pretty sacred tier to me. I don't know if it's going up there. Interview with a Vampire. I don't know if I ever watched that, man. Am I trolling? Come on, other nominations, guys. S-tier movies, infinite replayability. Come on now. Let me check YouTube. Big Lebowski. That's a pretty solid one. Yeah, that's a pretty solid nomination. Tokyo Drift, Shawshank, Pulp Fiction. Oof, man, Pulp Fiction. I'm just looking at slash played or slash watched. Pulp Fiction narrowly doesn't make the cut for me. I watched Pulp Fiction quite like maybe 3 times over my life, and it is a very good movie, 100%. But I don't know if it makes it into the S tier for me. These are sacred movies to me. There might be a Tarantino film though in the S tier out of all of them. To think. ever seen the comedy Grandma's Boy? I did watch Grandma's Boy. Yeah, Grandma's Boy was mad funny there. Original Star Wars trilogy. Not making it, actually. I know it's a hot take. But I look at the slash watched. I think it's narrowly gonna miss it for me. Instead of being in that S tier, it's like gonna be like an A tier. Come on, let me see. Let me look up. We're missing a bunch, man. Godfather. Let me see. Dark Knight. Nah. Pulp Fiction. Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is really good, dude. Forrest Gump narrowly misses it, but Forrest Gump, obviously legendary. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, another legendary movie, just misses it though for me. The Matrix, dude. Matrix has massive replayability. Matrix might make it. Honestly, it's not. I mean, it's not like the best movie ever in terms of dialogue and everything, but just the whole red pill, blue pill, and a lot of the iconic references in there, and how like thematically it's still like very relevant. It's kind of moving towards living in a Matrix. Like, Matrix might actually make it, dude. I've watched The Matrix a ton of times. Original one, though, of course. 7, that's a great movie. Silence of the Lambs. That movie is a vibe. Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs might make it for me. The Hannibal Lecter serial killer vibe. What's that dude's name who played Hannibal Lecter again? If I was more awake, I would know it. He's one of the best actors ever, though. Absolute legend. Ate his kidneys with some fava bean guy. Oh yeah, Anthony Hopkins. Yep. Legend. Shrek 1 and 2. Shrek was pretty dope when it came out. Saving Private Ryan, that might be up there too as well. It's pretty solid. I'm not sure though. Might narrowly miss. Back to the Future. Ooh man, Back to the Future. Back to the Future 1, so much replayability. It's almost like one of those movies. It's like a movie that's, you know, some games that are made with pixel art almost look, they still look really good in a way in modern times. I almost feel that way about Back to the Future. That movie still looks amazing.
What's on your mind?
And it's so fucking legendary, man. Let me see. Spirited Away. The Departed. Yep, Departed makes it for me for sure. Apocalypse Now. Yeah, I've watched Apocalypse Now maybe like 5 or 6 times. That's another.
See you soon.
That's another incredible movie, honestly. But I might have enjoyed Platoon more than Apocalypse Now. No, I don't think so.
Great to meet you. Safe travels.
I think Apocalypse Now is a better movie.
What's on your mind?
Shutter Island. I used to be really obsessed with Shutter Island. I thought it was like one of the best movies of all time. No, I'm not so sure though. Amadeus. I haven't remembered that movie in so long. You guys remember watching Amadeus in elementary school on one of those roll-in TVs? That's the Mozart movie, man. Braveheart's pretty solid. Inglourious Bastards, although it's somewhat contemporary, I do feel has a lot of replayability value because it's so funny and it has a lot of iconic scenes in it. That's a Tarantino film, right? Inglourious Bastards. Like that first scene, obviously, when the dude, the SS, you know, Gestapo officer guy is coming into that farmer's house and they're talking about you know, hiding Jews and stuff, and they're drinking the milk and stuff. Yeah, that scene is like insane. Amongst other ones too. I feel like replayability on the movie is really good. Oh yeah, Gran Torino is a great film with Clint Eastwood. Inglourious Basterds highly underrated. Yeah, I mean I love World War II movies in general. I mean, Inglourious Basterds is an example of a World War II movie where there's really not too much action in it. There's not like insane, you know, fight scenes and grenades and potato mashers going off left and right and these crazy high production value scenes, but it's still incredibly hard hitting and very good movie, right? It just goes to show like dialogue is kind of king, man, way more so than the effects and stuff. Memento, oh, phenomenal movie too. Yeah, that's the one where the dude's all tatted up, right? He has like memory loss. He's trying to figure out like what his deal is. How is faction balance going to look like for the Fresh Realms? Alliance PvP dominant, Horde PvE dominant? Yeah, it should be exactly like you said. That's what people are predicting. Who knows if it's going to go be exactly like that? But people are predicting that. Ocean's 11, yeah, that's another one with amazing replayability, and it's got all the Giga Chads when they're pretty much in peak form. It's got Brad Pitt, it's got George Clooney, amongst a lot of other studs. See, Goodwill Hunting. Ooh, that's an absolute slapper. That could make the cut. I don't know about replayability on it though. If we're looking at just one of the best movies of all time, that's gonna make the list for sure. But replayability of Goodwill Hunting, you think it has good replayability? I don't know if it does. Only so many times I can watch Matt Damon and Ben Affleck go through the same scenes. I don't know. Wow, Toy Story 3's on this list? Amelie? I remember that movie. Full Metal Jacket. Okay. Full Metal Jacket is the best Vietnam War movie. I think it's more fun to watch than Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now could be like a better movie in terms of authenticity. My uncle Mike, rest in peace, he was a Vietnam War vet, and to him, he thought, having been there, he thought that Apocalypse Now was the most like accurate movie. But I think Full Metal Jacket, I mean, the training scenes in Full Metal Jacket, you know, this is my rifle, this is my gun. I mean, that's the most fun and iconic Vietnam War movie. And a lot of replayability too. A lot of funny scenes. I think that makes the cut for me, personally. Pretty fun talking about movies. Scarface is making it. Yes, 100%. Replayability of Scarface, 80s Miami, iconic vibe, amazing actors, really riveting story. I mean, it just checks every single box. Scarface, 100%, dude. If you haven't watched Scarface for some unknown reason, just close the stream immediately and go rent that shit. Die Hard, 1917. 1917 was a really good movie too. I only watched it one time. That is the movie I'm thinking of, right? 1917 is the World War I movie about those two young privates that are sent on like a mission just to deliver like a piece of intel to like another unit or something and tell them that there's like an ambush coming. That's the one, right? I thought the dialogue was amazing in that one, and I love that like really low power creep plot lines. Home Alone? Yeah, Home Alone's up there. I could see 1917 being one of the best movies of all time, but if we're specifically making a list on legendary infinite replayability, I don't know if it makes it. Sixth Sense, There Will Be Blood. Jurassic Park. Okay, Jurassic Park makes it. It does. The first Jurassic Park, now you see where I'm going with the replayability, right? Come on, like the soundtrack, you know when a movie makes it. It's very clear. Jurassic Park 1, come on. Easy inclusion to the list. Could watch that 100 times. Indiana Jones? Okay, Indiana Jones the first one I make it to, yeah. Shirtless Jeff Goldblum does it for you? Is he shirtless in that movie? I don't remember him being shirtless, dude. I love that scene in Jurassic 1 though with the fat dude who's a programmer, and he's trying to sell like, you know, some dinosaur semen or something, so he takes like a vial of it and he crashes his cool little car, and then it's eaten by a fucking velociraptor. Oh man. Dennis Nedry, is that his name? What are you doing? We're just going through movies, and we're thinking about the ones that have the highest replayability, legendary replayability. Just has it all, you know. I think almost a part of a movie having replayability is kind of needs to have some funny elements to it, I think. If I had to pick one movie though, out of all of these, that is my #1 choice in terms of, or the movie I've watched the most amount of times. It's not Lord of the Rings or whatever. It actually is Office Space. I feel like that's gonna be like one of those basic bitch type comments, but it's true, man. Office Space is just so fucking good, man. It's such a vibe. Like it's a heartwarming movie, man. I've watched that movie so many times, man.
What's on your mind?
I kind of feel like movies in general aren't all that rewatchable. I'd rather rewatch a TV show where I could have missed something. Movies you watch 2-3 times, you basically absorb the whole thing. Yeah, most of them, but there's a few that stand out that you can watch more than that. You know, that's kind of the ones I'm thinking about here with this list.
Watch your back.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just have a movie up on another monitor or something. Druid's dead, Caster. Hey, Peter, man. Oh yeah, that scene's hilarious. Oh man. What would you do? What was it like? What would you do with $1 million? Like 2 chicks at the same time. So many memes came from Office Space, obviously. Waterworld. Waterworld is a vibe. I don't know if I watched it all that much, but I remember being very impressed and like captivated by the Waterworld, you know, dystopic, post-apocalyptic, some of the dystopic vibe, and the fortresses they built and stuff was really appealing to me as a kid. Let me keep going down this list. Definitely Jurassic Park. Great Escape is a phenomenal movie. I'm gonna really seem like a boomer here. I remember my dad showing me that movie for the first time. I've watched it a couple times. It's an amazing World War II movie where they escape. They escape like a Nazi prison camp. It's got like a really iconic soundtrack and really good movie, but I don't think many people know of it. Kill Bill Volume 1. Finding Nemo? It's possible. My daughter actually really likes watching Finding Nemo. Bridge on the River Kwai, that's another classic World War II banger. Gran Torino. Rocky 1? What do you guys think? Rocky 1? Rewatchable? Maybe.
Fresh meat.
Terminator 1? Maybe. Maybe. What was your all-time favorite childhood movie? If I had to choose one, it would just have to be Fellowship, man. Lord of the Rings Fellowship. It's kind of a very generic answer, but it's the truth. It's the movie that was a big spark of getting into, you know, just getting interested in all this high fantasy, Tolkien fantasy, you know, nerdy stuff that has changed the course of my life, you know. Like in WoW and Magic the Gathering and that whole motif, that whole theme. Four Brothers? Oh, I remember when Four Brothers came out. My buddy Chris was obsessed with that movie. He loved that movie. That had Marky Mark in it, right? You know, one that has kind of a high replayability, but it's probably critically a terrible movie is Kindergarten Cop. Maybe that's just me, because the time I was born. But I watched Kindergarten Cop probably, you know, a dozen times over the years. But it came out when we were little kids, you know, so it was kind of way more awesome at the time. The Land of the Dead? Oh, yeah, dude. I can't remember if it was Land of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, let me actually look it up. The one that they're trapped in a shopping mall really did it for me, dude. I'm not sure what it was about it. It was so immersive to me, and again, the dialogue isn't gonna be winning any Oscars, right? But I thought it was such a cool movie. The fact they were barricaded in the shopping mall, like scavenging for, like okay, this is back in this death cave again. Let me just leave. You know, and they have like one pistol on them. Like one dude has a Desert Eagle, and that's about it. And they're just using golf clubs and stuff and whatever they can find, like melee weapons, to fight the zombies. That movie was sick, dude. Shaun of the Dead, that's another awesome one for sure, man. All those, what was the Simon Pegg movies, right? The Simon Pegg movies are pretty rewatchable. Dawn of the Dead is the mall one. Yep. That one was sick. Yo, Jumanji, what's up, man? How's it going? I'm tired as shit this evening, man. I just threw the stream on. I'm barely hanging in there. Old Adam Sandler movies? What's the best out of all the Adam Sandler movies, if you had to pick one? Some of them are pretty bad, dude. Just they're kind of like so bad they're good in a way, you know, some of them. Happy Gilmore. Let's think of other options, though. Big Daddy, yeah, I remember that one too, yeah. Little Nicky, that was the one I was thinking of. It was kind of trash, dude. Little Nicky. I thought it was kind of cringe. Yo, Astrology, thank you for the tier 1 sub, man. I appreciate it, brother. 51 subs, man. Thank you very much. It's a high impact one too, giving it to Jandro. Appreciate it, man. We're just talking movies tonight. It's kind of fun. I haven't really talked movies on stream before. Waterboy was pretty decent. I think I'm going Happy Gilmore though. I think you guys are right. If you had to choose one Adam Sandler movie. "28 Days Later," that's an amazing movie too, yo. I don't know if it has rewatchability, but I watched 28 Days Later probably twice. Mr. Deeds, I remember that movie, yep. It's gotta be Click? I think I watched it. Remind me what Click was again? You know another movie that's kind of rewatchable is the one where Tom Hanks. Oh, Ferris Bueller's Day Off is pretty up there, man. It might make the cut. But the one where Tom Hanks becomes a grown up, you know, he's still a little kid, but he goes to that carnival, and the fortune telling machine turns him into an adult. Anything with Robin Williams? Nah, best Robin Williams movie, dude. Flubber. Nah, no. Flubber was kind of trash, but I still love that movie because it, again, hit during the right time in our childhood. Hook was pretty solid. You guys remember Hook? Oh, Jumanji? Yeah, Jumanji. That's another one that I was a little bit too into as a kid. I just thought it was so cool, man. The board game looked so sick that they used it in the set and everything about it. I think Jumanji... I want to say it makes the cut in terms of rewatchability, infinite rewatchability. But in reality, I've only watched it maybe like 2 or 3 times over the years. So it's not Jurassic Park tier. Sandlot? Oh, dude, that's nostalgic as hell, dude. Yeah, Sandlot was an incredible movie as well. You want to feel old? Let me look at when Sandlot came out. Sandlot came out in 1993. Okay, actually not as bad as I thought. Yeah, the baseball movie, yup. The thing is, a movie like Hook, though you can turn that on and watch it with anyone. It's a family movie, so you can watch with your kids, but still really good too. True, yeah. Yep. Hook has always been somewhat relevant in my mind because people always would like me and shit and say I look like Rufio and stuff. Napoleon Dynamite. A lot of memes came from that one for sure. Matilda, solid. Yep, solid. House on Haunted Hill. Scrubs, the series? I did watch some Scrubs for sure. Great series. You know, it's a bit off topic, but it's another kind of nostalgic thing to think about. Are those corny TV shows that a lot of us grew up watching? Walker, Texas Ranger on the USA channel, or Xena Warrior Princess, or Jag. Jag actually out of all of them was my shit, dude. Jag. I don't know, man. I for some reason watched a lot of that stuff. I think it's because my mom watched a lot of that stuff, so it would just be playing, and I would like low key get into it. But Jag was like it had this dude who was like budget Tom Cruise, and it was about like naval. It was like a naval law sitcom or show. Oh, and the chicken Jag. Oh, let me look up the chicken Jag. That was one of my first crushes, man. Let me look. Jag show. Catherine Bell was. Yep, Catherine Bell. That's it. Catherine Bell was an absolute goddess. Yeah. Roseanne, yep, that's another one back then, yep. Okay, we're getting close to that 73 silver, but we don't have quite enough. Vendor this. Vendor band-aids. Who needs band-aids, man? Couple board meats. Getting close. What if we vendor our weapon? We might have enough if we vendor our weapon. 4 silver. That brings us up to 70. We should grind a little bit more.
Off with you.
A few more mobs should do the trick. MASH. Yeah, MASH MASH was a little bit too old for me because it was black and white, dude. It's almost embarrassing to admit that, but there were black and white shows still going on when we were growing up, and MASH was like the last of them, honestly. You know, that's crazy that there was. If you think about it, that's crazy that there was black and white shows playing on TV. Okay, let me run from this. I have no potion. That's what's freaking me out here. And we have a poison on us that's dealing damage too. 3 sets. Is the hardcore guild / community still healthy? Yeah, there's more people than you'd think. I mean, we're in the middle of the night. There's 9 on, but there was like 20 something on a few hours ago. Starship Troopers. That's one that I probably would have loved if I gave it more of a shot. For some reason I missed it, but it became like a culturally significant film. But I look at it right from afar and it looks like I would love it because it looks like Halo. In fact, they probably were inspired, the orbital drop shock troopers, and the style of like the infantry and stuff that they did in Halo was probably directly inspired from Starship Troopers, if I had to guess. Oh my god. A lesser healing potion. Praise Ragnaros. We had no potions and now we have a pretty decent one. Yeah, I didn't watch Starship Troopers, but like I said, like some things you just miss out, and it's not because you don't like it. It's just that you dodged it somehow. You know, I have a feeling I would have really liked Starship Troopers if I just was in the right place at the right time. You know. Angels in the Outfield. That's a wholesome movie. Up, dude. Catherine Bell. Wow. Yeah, she was an absolute goddess, man. Starship Troopers was very cheesy, but an awesome movie. I need another list of movies in media. Green Mile, Get Out. Yo, Get Out was a pretty good movie. Pretty new. Inception? Was Inception S tier? You kind of like take every contemporary movie or contemporary-ish movie with a grain of salt. Like you almost don't want to include it because it's somewhat of a new film. But Inception was kind of a game changer, right? Jaws? Jaws is pretty replayable, dude. I actually think Jaws makes the list for me in terms of S tier replayability movies. I think it makes the list. When you know, you know. Also, so I think for me personally, I think some of the James Bond movies are gonna make it too. What do you guys think? Favorite James Bond movie? And also, who is your favorite James Bond? I'm actually gonna hit you with the hot take of Pierce Brosnan. That was the James Bond of my time. I know everyone's like, oh my god, dude, I need the fucking potion. Jesus, dude. Man, I'm so fucking weak, man. Just used the good potion I just got, and I was one mob away from tactically dinging. That's so unfortunate. Use that good potion. But the James Bond film with Pierce Brosnan that inspired GoldenEye. It's probably called GoldenEye, right? I imagine. Yo, Pierce Brosnan, rest in peace, though, dude. That's kind of sad to think. Sean Connery, #1, Pierce, #2. I think they're bringing it back, right? They're bringing Bond back. Bond though, they're gonna do some. The new Bond is probably gonna be so woke. I'm not trying to be political here, but it's just gonna be funny to see, right? In 2022. Oh no, dude! Someone bought heavy spiked mace. Sag. 2 people bought heavy spiked mace. There's 2 of them, man.
You got my attention.
Yo, new purge. Thank you very much for the prime. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you, thank you. Welcome.
Fresh meat.
Dude, Pierce Brosnan is alive? No, he passed away, dude. Rest in peace. He was a pretty goated Bond.
Fresh meat.
Oh, it was Sean Connery. Oh, my bad. I confused them. Yeah, I mixed up the names. Oh, that's good. Still alive. But I mixed up the names, but I still think like now I know. I still think Pierce Brosnan is my favorite Bond though. I know Sean Connery was like most people's pick, you know, but I grew up with Pierce as Bond. Hey man, you didn't hear this last night, so I gotta tell you, Tactics wants us to gather once a month as a company and play games together. I'm hyped. Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. A little corporate bonding. I'm down. Bond is gonna be castrated, Sag. Oh man, it's gonna be funny, bro. Seeing the 2022 Bond during pre-patch. You think she's so funny, dude? Oh man, during pre-patch, do you think there is any viability to TBC dungeon farming for gold as a revenge build? I'm a little behind gold wise and only have about 15k put away from Wrath. 15k is pretty good, right? 15k is pretty good, man. TBC dungeon farming for gold as the revenge build. Yeah, it's possible. I can't speak too confidently on it, but it's possible that you could just go in there and just monster mash Karazhan and get a ton of gold or something weird like that. You're thinking in the right way. You should test it on beta, man, or get somebody to test it for you. Oh man. The name's Bondina. Jamie Bondina. Oh no, dude, we can't go down this rabbit hole. Henry Cavill has to be Bond. Oh yeah, he'd be a great Bond, oh for sure, dude. Henry Cavill is Bond. Yeah. He's such a fucking Giga Chad. The dudes don't even feel threatened. Like he just high rolled, man. Oh shit, we have no potion too. Hold on. We're actually gonna run here. I can just sense it. I've been playing hardcore long enough that I can sense that I'm about to die. I can smell it, dude. I'm about to fuck up. It might be time to punch that time card, man. I can just tell. It's gonna be any second now we die at this rate. With my 4 brain cells that are still working. Are you ready for Everlook BTR? Yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, I'm having a hard time getting excited about it though, to be honest, because I'd rather just play Som, you know, until Everlook comes out. I can't think of a reason why I want to play the Everlook BTR much, because, yeah, I don't know. It's just gonna be, you know, the old Mango score, man. The old Lights Hope repack. I don't know why you're still at this freaking death mine. I'm just trying to get my heavy spike maze, brother. It was purchased. By the way, did you check if you got Dragonflight Alpha and Wrath Beta? Oh yeah, I got them both, yeah. I got them both. Haven't played any Dragonflight though. Probably should get a taste to see if it's good. Thoughts on the Warcraft movie? Massive disappointment, but I love Warcraft, and it's a Warcraft movie, and it was serviceable. You know, like it wasn't all doom and gloom, but I think it could have been so much better, right? If they actually chose either an iconic plot or iconic characters, and it was kind of like all over the place, you know, and it didn't really have. I would have liked to have just a simpler, more compelling story with really hard-hitting dialogue and stuff, less CGI, with iconic characters. Just think of almost like a Fellowship of the Ring style Warcraft movie. Something like that would have been so sick, you know. Instead, we got what we got. It seemed like a missed opportunity, but still kind of cool.
Hi.
I liked the Warcraft movie personally. Yeah. Yeah, I watched it. Is Ironwood Mall not as good? Nope. Nope. It's budget, heavy spike mace. Oh, man. I think I'm going to call it, boys. 2-hour stream. That's all I got. I was really tired, even at minute 1 of the stream. Thank you very much for hanging out. I really appreciate it, guys. It's really fun. Talking movies, talking life. I'm gonna try my best to throw the stream on at nighttime, just for even just for a short stream. Check in with everybody. Super fun. Thanks for being chill, guys, and the good vibes, good conversation. Let me see if anybody is online at this ungodly hour. Yo, we got Desi Heat online. Desi Heat's really cool. Be linking up with her at TwitchCon. Really nice person, fellow hardcore enjoyer. Say hi to Desi for me. We'll see you guys tomorrow, most likely. Peace.